Hello, my name is Gary Lafree. I'm a professor in the Department of Criminology and Criminal Justice at the University of Maryland. I'm also the director of the National Consortium for the Study of Terrorism and Responses to Terrorism, the START Center. In our course, Understanding the Terrorist Threat, I will join in with Bill Braniff and a number of our colleagues from the START Center in order to provide you with information about the characteristics of terrorism, who terrorists are, and what methods and tactics they use. START is a research and education consortium that's headquartered at the University of Maryland. Our mission since we opened our doors in 2005 has been to advance science-based knowledge about the human causes and consequences of terrorism. The START Consortium includes professors and students from over 50 universities around the United States and in a dozen other countries, working together to better understand the sometimes shocking impact of terrorism. During the 8 course modules, you will hear from a variety of these researchers.
As Gary mentioned, my name is Bill Braniff. I'm the executive director at START, and I'll be co-teaching this class. I come at this topic as a former practitioner, having served in the Army, and as a federal employee in 2 different counterterrorism-related jobs. So I think it's important to note that in this course we'll be grappling with some really relevant questions, such as, is there something unique about the psychology of an individual that would allow him or her to kill, or even die for an ideological cause? What is the strategic logic that animates terrorist organizations and their decision-making? What are the relevant trends in terms of terrorist choice of weapons, targets, and tactics? These questions are actually more difficult to answer than one might imagine, because terrorism doesn't fit neatly within any one academic discipline. It's politics, but it's not politics as usual. It's crime, but the motivations driving it often differ from that of ordinary crime. Psychology may help us understand the motivations of an individual terrorist, but we also have to take into consideration organizational dynamics and societal norms if we're to really understand the phenomenon. As an interdisciplinary research center that leverages theory and methodology from across the behavioral and social sciences, and which you'll be exposed to as a student in this class, START is uniquely positioned to examine and demystify this complex phenomenon. But at the same time, as a research entity that's primarily funded by government-sponsored research questions, START is also focused on generating practical and objective data and analysis that can be put to use in the real world. And we think that makes a very powerful and exciting combination.
I should warn you in advance that you may not agree with everything you hear. Terrorism is an extremely emotional topic and often encourages strong reactions. However, I can guarantee you that all of us will do our utmost throughout this course to be as objective and unbiased as we can be. My colleagues and I at the START Center believe that to fight terrorism and to mitigate its devastating effects, we need to better understand it. We also believe that for such understanding to take place, it's critical that we stick to an objective approach that's grounded in scientific documentation and empirical research. So, we invite you to join the course. We promise that if you follow along with the presentations and exercises, you'll learn a great deal about this critical world problem.